Hi, I'm agent Danni Holt, and I've been an agent with Sluss Realty for just over 3 years. Honestly, I was very surprised for the last 2 actually, because I had gotten COVID and was sick for 24 days. So I was bedridden. So I had a lot in my pipeline, but I didn't know, I was having a hard time keeping up on everything. So I really didn't know that I was going to receive either one of these awards because I had been sick for so long. And I knew that I hadn't had a lot of closings that I knew of because I wasn't thinking clearly being sick. So when I got the award, I just was surprised, but also very happy. How I got started was I was not very happy with my nursing career at the time. And one of my, I'd say a role model is Denise Steiert. She's a realtor. She's been doing it for about 20 years in the Norwalk area. And she's like a mother figure to me. And she said, "Hey, Danni, why don't you start selling houses?" And I said, "Denise, I don't know a thing about houses." And she's like, "Just try it. Take the classes. If you don't like it and you're not doing well, I'll pay for them." And so I ended up taking the classes, loved it. It took off right away for me. She actually helped me get my first listing. She came over to my house, helped me talk to the gentleman who lived in Texas, had a house for sale in Crestline, was a for sale by owner, and we actually called him together and I got the listing. So that is how I would say I got started, and ever since I really haven't looked back to nursing because I've been so busy with real estate. I would say there's multiple small reasons that kind of ball up together is why I'm good to real estate, and one is I love a challenge. So I love the ability that there's a lot of agents out there, and I'm challenging myself to be just as good at them as or better. Also, I make myself available for clients, so that is a huge thing. I have my phone on me 24/7, and if I miss a call, you know, for a listing or a showing, I always make sure that I get back to my client within an hour. I do not ever make my client wait longer than an hour. That can be a downfall, as I have not been one to take vacations, but I'm gonna try to work that in. But I would say those are 2 of the reasons that, make me good at real estate. The last thing that I would add is that I really, really, truly love Sluss. And I feel like we have, and I'm not just being biased, I really feel that we have the best brokerage here. I mentioned Denise Steiert earlier as a mentor, but really another mentor for me is Grant Sluss. And he has started from day one teaching me about real estate. Even before I took my test, I came in and met with him and interviewed, and it just felt like home here. Everybody at the office desk was nice to me. I went in and met with Grant, and he was very professional, very willing to answer any and all questions I had, even though I took a couple hours of his time. And I just feel like I love that they don't compete against us, but instead they're here, the brokers are here in the office and willing to answer any and all questions that we have. And I know myself, this being a degree or an area, a field of business that I've not really been in for very long, I have a lot of questions. So he's been teaching me from day 1 all the way to year 3. And I think I'll always have questions. And not ever does he or do they make me feel dumb with my questions or concerns that I have with clients or listing homes. Always, 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 always there to help. And that's kind of where I think I get my ability to be there with clients and help them and be patient with them, because I learned that from Grant and Bix.